They say silence is golden, but for awakened souls, silence is a weapon. Have you noticed how the more you grow in your spiritual awakening, the less you feel the need to argue? That's not weakness, that's higher consciousness. Chosen ones don't waste their energy fighting battles that lead nowhere. Because here's the truth. When a wise soul argues with a foolish one, both end up looking foolish. And that's the trap most people fall into, arguing to prove they're right while the real cost is their peace of mind. Think about it. How many times have you explained yourself to someone who simply doesn't get it? You lay out the facts, you speak from clarity, and yet they twist everything into nonsense. That's when you realize it's not your job to wake up someone who is committed to sleeping. A person stuck in low vibration thinking can't see through your higher lens. It's like trying to explain colors to someone who insists the world is black and white. The most intelligent souls know this secret. Energy is more valuable than being right. Every time you argue with someone who thrives on ignorance, you lower your frequency to match theirs. And once you step into their playground, they win. Not because they're smarter, but because they pulled you into chaos. Wise people understand this is not a fair fight. It's like playing chess with a pigeon. No matter how good your moves are, the pigeon will knock over the pieces, poop on the board, and strut around like it won. Why even bother? This is why spiritually awake people choose silence over confrontation. Not because they're afraid to speak up, but because they're strong enough to walk away. Real power is in restraint. When you don't respond, you don't feed their ego. You starve it. And that's what makes them even more uncomfortable. Your silence exposes their emptiness louder than any words could. But here's the twist most people don't realize. Refusing to argue doesn't make you passive. It makes you strategic. You're choosing where to invest your energy, and you're choosing wisely. Life isn't about winning every small debate. It's about mastering the bigger picture. And smart souls know that every distraction pulls them further from their purpose. Why fight in the mud when you were born to walk on higher ground? Imagine someone throwing stones at the sun. They'll exhaust themselves, but the sun won't even notice. That's how higher consciousness works. When you rise above petty conflict, you prove that your peace cannot be stolen. And that kind of strength is intimidating. That's why small minds provoke, because your light makes their darkness visible. Another reason why souls don't argue with foolish people is simple. Fools don't want clarity, they want drama. They don't listen to understand, they listen to respond. Every sentence you speak becomes fuel for their next twist, their next trap. You think you're pouring water on the fire, but they're turning it into gasoline. That's why arguments with certain people never end. It's not about truth, it's about ego. And the only way to win is not to play. There's also a deeper level here. When you argue with someone who refuses to grow, you're teaching them that your energy is available at their level. And once you show up at their level, they'll drag you there every time. But when you choose silence, you train the world to respect your energy. You show that your peace has a price. And trust me, people notice, even the ones who pretend not to. And don't misunderstand, walking away doesn't mean you let them win. It means you've already won, because you kept your mind clear, your energy intact, and your path focused. The truth doesn't need you to fight for it. Truth stands tall on its own. Lies collapse on themselves. That's why fools scream louder, because noise is their only strength. Smart souls stay calm because silence is their confidence. So here's the real lesson. Your silence is not emptiness, it's full of power. It speaks for you. It protects your peace. It maintains your higher vibration. And it proves that wisdom doesn't shout. It simply shines. You don't argue with stupid people because you're above that level of living. You don't need to prove who you are to anyone who can't even see it. Your energy is too rare, too powerful, and too necessary for bigger things. And if you ever find yourself tempted to argue, remember this. You can either spend your time proving your point, or you can spend it building your life. You can either wrestle in the mud or rise above it. Every moment you choose silence over conflict, you're stepping deeper into your awakening. And every step you take in silence, you move closer to the freedom only wise souls ever know. So the next time someone tries to pull you into their storm, don't waste your breath. Smile, walk away, and let your silence do the talking. Because nothing frustrates foolish people more than realizing they can't shake your peace. That's real power. That's the mark of higher consciousness. That's why chosen ones never argue with those who cannot see. If this message connected with you, thank you for staying until the end. Protect your peace, guard your energy, and keep rising. And if you want more wisdom like this video and subscribe. It's how you and I keep walking this journey together.